So we're going to do manual muscle testing for shoulder extension and for shoulder internal rotation and external rotation. So all of these are going to be tested in the anti-gravity position, which will be in prone position. For shoulder extension, you want your patient lying prone, just like we have here, with the arm dangling off the mat. So technically you are in 90 degrees of abduction, and that humerus and the forearm are both in neutral. You're going to have your patient bring their arm back into extension, leading with the pinky. So yep, pinky up to the ceiling. Good. And then they'll go into their full extension, and then you can let them just relax down a little bit. So just, yep, just right about to there. Okay, your support hand stays over the scapula, and your resistance hand is at the distal humerus, and you're going to push down into flexion. Don't let me push you down. Keep that arm up. Good, and relax. And you'll notice that you use a lot less force with that. That motion is not near as strong, so don't try to, use the same amount of force that you're using with the shoulder flexion. Now, for internal and external rotation, you're going to have your patient actually scoot inward on the mat a little bit, so that the arm is supported a little bit. You can do one of two things. Sometimes people will stick a towel here to hold, or you can just use your support arm to hold right here. And then I'm going to have you just start with your hand down. And so again, we're in 90 degrees of shoulder abduction. I don't want her leaning here. I want it to be nice and straight. And this one is one of the very few where you are actually in fact, I think it's the only one where you actually cross two joints to test it, because it's the rotation. All right, so what I want you to do, we're going to do external rotation first. So I want you to just bring your hand upward like this, so the back of your hand is towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to push down with my hand on the forearm. Don't let me push. And I'm pushing her into internal rotation. Good. And then to do to test internal rotation, I'm going to have her bring her hand back into internal rotation. She doesn't have to be at her full range of motion, so she can kind of back off just a little bit. And then again, I'm supporting at the humerus. Don't let me push your hand down. My resistance hand is going to push into external rotation at the forearm. Good, and relax. And again, those are much lighter resistance than shoulder flexion.